What if lightning struck the same place forever? Imagine a single patch of land, maybe a lone tree in the middle of a vast desert or a skyscraper in the heart of a bustling city, becoming the target of every thunderstorm that ever forms. At first, it sounds dramatic, but manageable, a natural curiosity, a spectacle for meteorologists and thrill seekers. But soon, the implications stretch far beyond fascination. The very ground beneath the strike would start to change. Metals would melt, soil would fuse into glass, and the air around the impact site would constantly crackle with ozone and the scent of scorched earth. Plants and animals, if they dared near, would be seared instantly, creating a permanent exclusion zone around the strike. The place would become a silent monument of nature's raw, relentless energy, both terrifying and mesmerizing. As days turn into years, the repetitive energy would alter more than just the immediate surroundings. Lightning carries immense amounts of electrical charge, and this endless bombardment could start to influence the local atmosphere. Clouds might form more frequently around the spot, drawn like iron filings to a magnet. Storm patterns could shift subtly, creating a microclimate where rain, thunder, and wind behave in unnatural ways. Eventually, even the Earth's magnetic field might be nudged, ever so slightly, by the constant flow of charged particles funneling through the same point. Pilots would avoid flying over it, and satellites might detect an unusual electromagnetic signature, turning the site into a scientific curiosity of global importance. Humanity, ever curious and ambitious, would inevitably get involved. Engineers might attempt to harness the perpetual lightning, building towering conduits and grounding rods to capture electricity for cities. Imagine a giant Tesla coil designed to endure continuous strikes, lighting up entire regions with power seemingly drawn from the sky itself. But nothing is so simple. The energy is chaotic, impossible to predict, and even the most advanced materials would degrade over time. Safety concerns would grow as each failed attempt results in explosions, fires, and molten debris. Some would call it a miracle, others a cursed location, a literal lightning rod of doom, drawing disaster like bees to honey. Over decades, the psychological and cultural impact would be just as profound as the physical. The place would become a symbol of obsession and awe. Tourists might flock to it, capturing impossible photographs of lightning frozen in time again and again. Writers and artists would craft stories of immortality, of gods angered or amused by the incessant strikes. Superstitions would flourish. People would claim that standing too close could grant visions or eternal energy, while others would swear that those who tried to tame it were forever cursed. Religions might incorporate the site into their myths, teaching lessons about human hubris and the uncontainable forces of nature. And yet, in the quiet moments between storms, the area would feel strangely alive. Cracks in the glassy soil might shimmer with residual heat. Faint sparks might dance along the wind-swept surfaces, and the air would hum with an unseen power. Life, stubborn as ever, might attempt to adapt. Some form of hyper-resistant bacteria, plants with conductive stems, or insects that navigate the electrical currents could evolve, creating an ecosystem entirely dependent on lightning. Biologists would be fascinated, a living laboratory for extreme survival, demonstrating resilience that stretches the imagination. The lightning would not just destroy, it would reshape, innovate, and persist in ways no human could fully control. As centuries pass, the repeated strikes could even alter the very topography. Mountains might be sculpted by constant erosion from electrical discharges. Craters filled with molten rock would harden into impossible geometric formations. Rivers might shift to avoid the area, diverted by vaporized sections of soil, and entire forests could sprout along the edges, nourished by the occasional sparks, igniting seeds in creative bursts. From space, the site would look like a glowing scar, a permanent reminder of the sky's unyielding power, pulsing with life and energy beyond comprehension. Humanity would continue to debate whether it's a blessing or a curse, but one thing would remain certain: lightning striking the same place forever would transform a simple patch of earth into a monument of awe, danger, adaptation, and the ceaseless drama of nature.